do you want to start though, Book? Do you want to start talking about actually?
No, I want to first say I want a big shout out to my girl AQA and her debut last night on AEW Dynamite. JR, definitely gave me a big shout out, as well as the wrestling school, Reality Wrestling, one of the best wrestling schools around the country, if not the best. And I can say that because I own it. But no, I appreciate that. Just for them to actually do something like that, show a lot of class, and to watch my girl AQA go out there and have such an awesome debut against Jay Cargill. Big ups to Cargill for going out there and treating my girl, right. And I tell you, man, it was it's like I'm like a dad when I see AQA out there, because I swear when she first started Reality of Wrestling, she was about as big as my daughter. And now she's 25 years old, and she's out there traveling the world, and now she's doing the AEW thing, man. Big ups, man. Awesome night for me.
Yeah, I love seeing. I mean, Angela is somebody. Now I feel like an old timer because I saw her whole career. I've seen
Yeah,
it. I've seen it all from the moment she stepped in the gym to her first match to her first championship win, going over there to WWE, and now she had her debut on AEW. And here's the thing: Billy Kidman was great in his day. He was phenomenal.
yeah.
I don't think there's a shooting star better than AQA. I think she does it prettier than maybe anybody ever.
And I saw a stat that I didn't even know about, that AQA is the only woman in the States to ever have done the 450.
The shooting star?
You know, shooting star.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. You
That's
know,
awesome.
that
That's
that's
awesome.
a that's a crazy stat. And every time I see her hit it,
I never thought about that. But when I think about it now, I don't remember any women doing that either. So big ups for AQA to actually be able to go out there and pull it off, and literally to do it with the greatest of ease, flawless, man, and effortlessly. So definitely she's on the rise, man.
yeah, and you're going in there against Jade Cargill. So the way they're building Jade, I didn't expect her to come out with a W. I just wanted her to have a good showing. And let me ask you, just from kind of like an inside perspective, I mean, as much as you can tell me, but if you bring somebody in and you're going to feed them to somebody like a Jade Cargill, who you're really building, she's a champion. Obviously, she's not going to lose the title, that quickly on TV to somebody who's never been on the television before. But if you give that other performer, you let them hit their finish in the match, like AQA was able to hit her shooting star, is that a sign of any kind of like of the office or the show or the promotion saying, look, we want you to go out there and look good, hit your stuff, and have a good showing? Because normally when you bring someone in for a squash or not, or get over match or whatever you want to call it, or enhancement match, they don't get to have really any moves.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Let's just be real about it, man. I could be real here. I mean, I called you. Nah. And I was worried. I really was. I was worried as far as the direction they were going to take with AQA first, debuting in AEW against Jay Cargill, a monster, a specimen. Yeah, I was worried. But when you see how it all played out, it just lets me know that somebody had their eyes on AQA well before she ever walked in the door for that debut, and they wanted to do something with her to perhaps put her in a position where she could succeed. And I think when she first walked out of the curtain there, you could tell the fans were, wondering a little bit. They were like, okay, who is she? What is she going to do? But by the end of it, she had those people, behind her. So my thing is, it was a test for AQA that she definitely went out and passed. And she passed that test with flying colors, because it was a small little bitty things that the outsider didn't see that I saw in that match that perhaps will literally catapult her to, newer heights, perhaps right there in AEW, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that she had a great showing. Hopefully, we see her more on AEW. As always, like with her and like with Draco Anthony, who was on NXT last week, it's always great to see one of the Row alumnus on TV.
Originals.
Originals.
Yeah,
There you go.
Row original. I was overjoyed. I was ecstatic to watch AQA, that little girl who walked into one of my fantasy camps a few years back, 4 years back, and um, and I was like, you know, what is this little girl doing here? And then she impressed me to the point to where she rose in reality of wrestling so quickly, and then to make it to WWE, boom, so quickly, and then that didn't work out for her, but it didn't ruin her dream or anything like that. It was an awesome experience, but let's get back to the drawing board and let's keep this thing rolling, and boom, get another shot like this. That right there is totally uncommon for someone so young to the business. So there again, man, I just must say I'm proud of AQA, and I'm happy that AEW gave her a chance. Hey guys, stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.